Okay, so this could be part one to what if Belle was the White Dragon Slayer? So let's get into it.
Do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah.
All right, so this this what if starts off with the seven children. I don't know if it's seven. Just I'm just sorry if I forget someone, but it starts off with seven children and a woman like walking into a portal, and the seven children are like flying through like space and like time or whatever. um, so yeah, they're going through the portal, and something happens where the children get split up, and not by like the regular way, like how it happened in the fairy tale anime. Like this happened before they reached the end of the portal, like where they were headed to. One kid, in this case, Bell Cornell, he was like, he went, something happened and he basically got off course. And I'm sorry if you can hear those, if you hear that, my window's open. But anyway, Bell Cornell, or Bell, like, gets off course, and he like goes somewhere else, where like goes like far away from where everyone else like landed, which in that case would be the fairy tale universe. Or, well, no, they're going forward in time. Yeah, forward, not like traveling through like dimensions. Sorry, but yeah, but for Bell, he was like, he went somewhere else to actually a different universe, different time, which would be the Damachi universe. And Bell, he's like, I think he's like 7. I'm gonna just say he's 7 right now. And he's unconscious. And when he wakes up, he wakes up in like a little crater. And he's just looking around, and he sees nothing but forest. He's just in a forest, and he doesn't see anyone else. All he sees is trees. And for the entire day, he would try to leave the forest, but he can't find a way out. And he was getting hungry, so he tried to like get some fish or try to hunt for like a small animal, but he wasn't able to. So it was getting dark, and Bell had nothing to eat, so he just walked into like a cave and just sat there with an empty stomach. And he said like, "Huh, I might as well just go to sleep. I'll figure something out in the morning." So as Bell is closing his eyes, he hears something behind him. So he like, this kind of puts him off guard. So I'm sorry about that. Anyway, so when he hears something, it puts him off guard, and he jumps up and he looks behind him to see nothing, but he can still hear the noise. It sounds like a growling type of noise, and like rustle and movement in like deeper in the cave. And Bell like is scared, but he wants to go check it out. So Bell keeps like going deeper and deeper into the cave, and eventually he would find the source or like what's causing the noise. And he's just there in shock and in disbelief that, well, he sees a dragon, a white dragon. And he, like, even though he never seen a dragon, like, well, never mind, I'm not gonna say that. So Belle is just there in shock, and he tries to like start walking backwards, but then he trips over like a rock. He falls, he makes like a noise and wakes the dragon up. The dragon opens his eyes like really fast, and Belle gets scared, and he gets back up and starts running away. And the dragon would roar, and he would say, "Wait, don't leave." And Belle would look back, and the dragon is like sitting up, and the dragon would say like, "Boy, what are you doing here? Like, how did you find me? How did you find this place?" And Belle would say that he he doesn't know where he is, and he just wanted to sleep inside the cave. And the dragon would say, "Huh, so you don't know where your parents are?" And Belle would say, "No, no, I don't." And the dragon would say, "All right, all right, so you can stay with me for the night, just one night." And Belle would say, "Really? Really?" And the dragon would say, "Yes. Now, like, follow me. Like, we need to get you, like, ready for bed." So, um, the dragon would make, like, a little bed for Belle, like, made out of, like, sticks and, like, leaves that he can find around, like, just laying around the cave. So, sorry about that, guys. Anyways, so the dragon would make a bed for Belle. Sorry. So he would make a bed, and like it's just made out of sticks and leaves. And he would say, "There, is that good enough? Is it comfortable?" Belle would get on it, and he would say, "Yeah, it's pretty comfortable." And the dragon would say, like, "Good. Now, like, we should get some rest." And as the dragon is laying down, Belle would ask, like, "What's your name?" And the dragon would say, "Wise Logia," or West Logia. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'm pretty sure it's Wise Logia. I don't know how to pronounce it right. I could be wrong. Like, sorry if I'm wrong, but it's like, I'm just gonna call him Wise Logia. So he would say that his name is Wise Logia. And Belle would say, "Huh, that's a nice name." And the Wise Logia would say, "You really think so?" Belle would say, "Yeah, it's pretty nice." And he would say, or he would ask, like, "What's your name then?" Belle would say, "My name is Belle." And and Wise Logia would say, "It's nice to meet you, Belle." And both of them would like start sleeping. And Belle would wake up the next day. He would see that Wise Logia is not there, and like he's not in the cave. And Belle would like get up, and he would say, "What, Wise Logia? Where are you?" And he would be looking around the cave to not find him at all. So Belle would walk out, like run to the entrance of the cave, and he would see Wise Logia like flying down from the sky, and he would see Wise Logia carrying fish. And Belle would say, like, "Wise Logia, like, where did you go?" Wise Logia would say, like, I went to get breakfast." Now you should eat up. And he throws him a fish, and Belle would say like, cool, like, and he bites into it, and he would like spit it out because it's raw, and it tastes really weird for him. So Wise Logia would say like, all right, I forgot you're supposed to cook it for you humans. And so Wise Logia would make a fire, and he would start cooking the fish for Belle. And Wise Logia would say, so how long are you planning to stay in the forest? And Belle would say, I don't know, like, I don't know my way back home. Or is there a way to like anywhere where people live? And Wise Logia would say, yeah, there's a town not far from here. I'm pretty sure you can make it by yourself. But if you can't, I would help you. I would help you to get there. And Belle would say like, but what if I want to stay with you? And Wise Logia would say, like, why would you want to stay here with me? And Belle would say, well, I like you. I think you're pretty cool. And plus, you can teach me how to survive out here, so I wouldn't. So even if you do leave, I'll be able to protect myself and feed myself. And um, so Wise Logia would say, huh, interesting. So, huh, all right, I'll let you stay here with me. And Belle would like jump up and he would say, yay. And Wise Logia would say like, now, don't get too excited. Since you want to stay here with me, you gotta train. And Belle would say like, what, train for what? And Wise Logia would say, I'm gonna train you to use magic. And Belle would say like, magic? There's magic in this world? Like here? Like people use magic? And Wise Logia would say yes. In fact, they do. But the thing is, I'm not from this world. I was sent here. And Belle would say, whoa, really? Like, so this is not your home? And Wise Logia would say, yes, this is my home. This is where I live. But where I grew up, like, I didn't grow up here, so technically this is not my home. And Belle would say, like, so where's your real home? And Wise Logia would say, I don't know. It's been a long time since I've been there, so I don't really remember. And Belle would say, oh, I'm sorry, but, like, you said that you were going to teach me magic, right? And Wise Logia would say, yes. And this magic, it's special. But first, before I teach you it, you must get your body in physical shape. And yeah. And Belle would say like, so how do I do that? And Wise Logia would say, start doing some push-ups and run around that, like those 4 trees over there. And he points to like trees nearby or next to them. And Belle would say like, oh, okay. So he would get down to the ground and like be in a push-up position, and he would say like, how do you do push-ups? And Wise Logia would say, okay, so you get down like how you were, and you just, I don't know how to explain it, but he explains how to do push-ups, and Belle does them. I want to say he does like 10, because he's still 7 years old. And so Belle would start like running around the trees like Wise Logia said, and over the years or like months. I'm gonna say months. So Wise Logia has been training Bell to be in like perfect like physical like as fit as possible. He wants Bell to be like as physically fit as possible, so he would be able to use his magic a lot easier. So a couple of months would pass, and Bell would be in. He wouldn't be like he would be more fit than an average 7-year-old. Like he wouldn't be like noticeably like fit, but he's like faster and stronger than most a lot of the 7-year-olds. And so Wise Logia would say, "All right, after a couple of months of training, it seems that you are ready." And Bell would say, "What, really?" And Agnologia would say, not Agnologia, Wise Logia, sorry. So he would say yes. Now, did I even tell you what kind of magic this is? And Bell would say, no, you haven't. And he would say, yo, my mistake. When you think of magic, you think of like fire, like spells and all that. And you will be doing spells and like similar, not fire attacks, but similar attacks. But this magic is a special type of magic. It was made to do one thing. And Bell would say, what's that one thing? And Wise Loki would say, to kill dragons. And Bell would be shocked, and he would say, what, kill dragons? But I don't want to kill you. And Wise Loki would say like yes, this was made, like the magic was made to kill dragons, but we're able we're able to teach it to people, and they won't, and the people that we teach it to, they wouldn't, the only way they would be able to like actually kill a dragon would be like to become a dragon. And Bell would say, like, to become a dragon, what does that mean? And Wise Logia would say that like there have been stories of people using dragon slayer magic, and they become so strong that they just transform into like actual dragons. And Bell would say like, whoa, that's cool. Are you one of those people? Agnologia would say, no, I'm actually a dragon. I was born a dragon. I was never, and I just naturally learned this magic on my own. No one taught me or anything. I just learned how to use this type of magic I have. And Bell would say, so what kind of magic is it anyway? And not Agnologia, Wise Logia, sorry. Like Wise Logia would say that, well, I teach white or light, what is it? Light dragon slaying magic, white dragon slayer magic. I'll just call it white because that's what Sting is. He's the white dragon slayer. So it's just called the white dragon slayer magic. And Bell, he would say like, whoa, white dragon slaying magic. And is there more like people that know dragon slaying magic here? And not Agnologia, Wise Logia would say, no, not that I know of. Not in this world, but in my other world, the one that I came from. It's not that common, but people still have the ability to use it. And Bell would say, whoa, so will I be the first one to use dragon slaying magic? And Wise Logia would say, yes, you'll be the first person in this, I guess, planet No, he would just say like yes, he would be the first to be able to use dragon slaying magic. Well, enough talking. I must train you to become strong. And for the next couple of years, Bell would be trained under Wise Logia and White Dragon Slaying magic, and he would get pretty good at it. He wouldn't be like extremely strong, but he would be pretty strong. He would be able to use like the basic attacks like White Dragon Roar. Um, that's oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm gonna look up these. I'm gonna just look up Sting's attacks real quick. All right. So I looked up his attacks, Sting's attacks, and I couldn't really find anything. But I know some of his attacks. I don't know if it's all of them, but I know he can do this one called Holy Ray when he like just shoot when a bunch of like light beams just come up from the sky and just shoot down. And I don't remember what this one is called, but it's one that he when he like gets up close, he like makes like a symbol like on your body, which prevents you from like moving, and I think it just like explodes or something, or it just gives it just stops you from moving, so Sting can attack you, and that's all I really could find. And I'm sorry, but if you guys have like other attacks that he can do, like you can put them in the comments, and also you guys can like like think of your own attacks, and I might use them, so put those in the comments as well. But anyway, so Bell would be able to do White Dragon Roar. I'm gonna say he would be able to do that symbol one that I told you guys about earlier, and I'm gonna say he would be able to use or he's learning how to do the Holy Ray. And I would say that he's able to use these attacks like pretty efficiently, and it doesn't like drain his stamina or like yeah, it doesn't drain him at all. And he can also use his magic to enhance his body, kind of like in the picture, like with like the white aura. But I know that's Dragon Force. But like Bell can use not Dragon Force, but he can just use the magic to enhance his body so he can move a lot faster and become stronger. And later on in the story, Bell would be able to, he will be able to use Dragon Force. So yeah. So he basically knows like 3 attacks, and that doesn't seem like a lot. But in the Danmachi universe, there's only like you only have like one special skill. I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but that's what I've seen in the anime. And it could be different in the manga, I'm not sure. But like you only have like one special skill or like one magic spell. And Bell has 3 at a young age, which is pretty impressive. And I would say or 4, I'm sorry. He has 4. He can also enhance his body with the magic. So he basically knows, I guess, 4 attacks. And no, never mind. Sorry for that pause. So now let's say that when Bell is 12, he's just training, and then when he gets back to the cave, and he would say like, Wise Logia, I'm back. Wise Logia would not be there. I'm gonna say that like he just disappeared, like in Fairy Tale, how all the dragons disappeared and just left, like their, I guess, successors, I guess, like the Dragon Slayers. And oh my god, I think there were I'm so stupid. I'm sorry. Hold on. I think the dragons left. The dragon slayers when they were 7, and I just made Wise Logia leave Bell when he was 12. So almost double that the age where they actually left in like the anime or the manga. So I'm sorry about that. I just realized. I'm sorry, but Wise Logia would not be in the cave, and Bell would just like say like, "Wise Logia, where are you? Where are you?" And um he would just like be like running around the forest trying to look for him, but he would not be able to find him. And he would say like, Where did you go?" And he would start sobbing, and he would say like, did you leave me? Like, did you abandon me?" And he would like actually start crying a little. But then he would he would also think that this is an opportunity. So like he's never been into the town that Wise Logia has always told him about that's close by. So he would say like, well, this is an opportunity to like go to the town. So Bell would like get up, and he would start crying and make his way towards the town. And right now Bell, he has he basically has like his clothes like in canon, like the brown coat, like black pants, and like I think he has like brown boots as well. And also, I would say Bell is taller in this one. I was like, I don't know how tall Bell is in canon. I think he's like 5'5", 5'6", maybe a little bit shorter than that. But right, oh, like I'm thinking of current Bell. Like, isn't he like 14, 15? I think he's 15 in the and I think he's 15 and he's like 5'6", I think. And right now Bell is 12, so I would say that he is 5'4", and I don't know if that's tall or not for a 12-year-old. Pretty sure it is, or just like taller than the average height for a 12-year-old. So yeah, Bell, and I'm gonna say his hairstyle is a little different. I'm gonna say it's similar to Sting's hairstyle, not like in the picture, but if you just look up a picture of Sting from Fairy Tale, you would see his hairstyle, and it's similar. It's similar, and his hair is still white. It's not blonde. So, anyway, so Bell would go into town, and he would realize that he doesn't have any money, because all this like the entire time that he's been here, he's been in the woods hunting, and he would figure this out when he tried to like buy something, like try to buy some food, and then he would realize that he doesn't have any money. And he would also ask the person that's running like the little food stand to where he can get money, and the person would say that he can get it from like killing monsters in the dungeons. And Bell would say like, killing monsters, like, really? And the person would say, yeah, they drop gems, like purple gems. I forgot what they're called. Yeah, but he says that they drop those, and those are, you can trade those in for money. And sometimes monsters would drop items, and those are, you can trade those, or you can just keep them. If you trade them, you get a little bit more money than you would get for just one purple gem. And Bell would ask like where he can find the dungeons, and the person would just say like, I don't know, but you can go to the guild hall. I think that's what it's called. I'm sorry. He would say that you can go to the guild hall. Just walk straight and you'll see a big building. like at the end, and that's the guild hall. They'll tell you how to get to the dungeons. And Belle would say, "Oh, okay, thanks." And Belle would start running off, and he would get to the guild hall, and he would just walk in, and he would see like a bunch of people. He would see like adventurers that with a bunch of like good armor and all that, and and he just says like, "Whoa, these people are pretty strong. I can sense their aura around." I don't just say that he can sense aura, and some people can like kind of feel how strong Bell is, and when they see him, they would say like, "Huh, like, so kid," or like, "Yo kid," and are you really that strong? And Bell would like look at them and it'd say like, "What do you mean?" And they would say like, "I can feel your aura, like, and your aura's pretty strong, so like so that means that you are strong." And Belle would say like, "Well, I'm not that strong, but I'm stronger for someone my age." And they would ask like, "How old are you then?" Belle would say that he's 12, and they would kind of like look at each other, and they would say like, "Huh, I never knew. I never knew a 12-year-old can be this strong." Anyway, so you want to join our guild or our familia? And Belle would ask like, "What's a familia?" And they would say that each god has a familiar that people can join, but you're supposed to like, no, they like, does it depend on how strong you are? I think it does. Well, yeah, I'll just say that it does for now. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. But they would just explain what a familiar is, and Belle would say like, "Whoa, like, that sounds fun. But right now, I'm not interested in joining a familia. I just want to get some money." And they would say like, "Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Just go up to that front desk. They'll tell you how to get to the dungeons." And Belle would say like, "Okay, thanks." So Belle would walk up to the desk, and the front lady would say, "Well, how can I help you, young boy?" And he would say like, I would like to go to the dungeons, please." And the front desk lady would like kind of look at him, and she would say like, "Are you sure? Like, the dungeons are pretty dangerous. And plus, are you registered as a adventurer?" And Belle would say, "No, no, I'm not. But can I register?" And she would say, "Yes, of course. Follow me." And they would like do a little contract. Like Belle would have to fill out papers, and yeah, so he would be registered as an adventurer. And so the front lady would say like, "All right." So she would tell him how to get to the dungeons, and Belle would say like, "Oh, okay, thank you." And he would start walking off or walking away, and she would ask like, "By the way, what kind of magic do you have?" And Belle would look at her, and he would say like, "Well, it's nothing special." And he wouldn't say what it's called. He would just call it light magic, because Wise Logia told him to never tell anyone what kind of magic he has. And so he would just like hold up his hand, and like a little light would appear. Like, no, he would like do an aura around his body. Not like a really like strong aura, just like so it's like visible. And she would say, "Huh, light magic." And Belle would say, "Yeah, I'm pretty good at using it, and I just want to get some money to buy food." And plus, I've always wanted to try my magic on other things besides animals. And she would say like, animals? What do you mean? And he would say that he's been living in the forest for the past 4 years. No, 5 years. Yeah, 5 years. And she would say like, I really, like, I'm so sorry. And Belle would say like, it's nothing, like, it wasn't hard. I had someone to help me. And she would say, really? Who? And he would say, a dragon. No, actually he wouldn't say that. He would just say that like he had someone helping him. He would just make someone up. And she would say like, oh, okay. Well, but I give you the best of luck. And he would say, okay, thank you. So he would run off. And I'm gonna say as he's running by, he would bump into someone. He would bump into a blonde girl with a sword. He would he would bump into her on accident. They would fall, and he would say like, oh my god, I'm sorry. Like, did I hurt you? He would get up and he would give her his hand to help her up, and she would say, yeah, it's okay. I wasn't hurt. And Belle would say like, oh, okay. I'll see you later. And he would start running off. And she would look back at him. And she would just turn back around and start walking towards the guild hall. As Belle is running, he would eventually get to the dungeons. And all the people that, like, the adventurers that are there, like, they're pretty, like, strong. Like, they have, like, armor, like, and weapons and all that. And Belle has nothing. He just has, like old, like, ragged, like just old clothes on. And yeah, he would have old clothes on. And some people would just, like, kind of laugh at him and stare at him. And, like, Belle would, like, he wouldn't really mind it. No, yeah, he wouldn't care. So, like, everyone would, like, go into the dungeon. And they'll, like, start killing monsters. And Belle, he would say like, all right, time to test out my magic. And like, I'll say, like, a little slime, like, yeah, a little slime monster would just appear in front of him. He would say like, perfect. He would say, white dragon, roar. And he would shoot a beam of light from his mouth towards the slime. And it would make a huge explosion. And, like, the floor would start kind of, like, rumbling. And Belle would say like, whoa, I never knew my magic was this strong. And he would start, like, killing other monsters. He would be using his aura to, like, his magic to enhance his body so he can punch and kick a lot and move a lot faster. And he's, like, getting really, like, a lot of, like, gems, like, crystals. I think they're, like, crystals or gems, I'm sorry. But anyway, so he would get a lot of those, and he would actually get, like, a couple of, like, dropped items. He would get, like, a little tooth and, like, other little random things. And he would say like, oh, cool, I got a couple of items and these crystals, gems. So he would return back. He would have, like, a couple of scrapes and, like, bruises, but nothing, like, too bad. So he would say like, so the person said that I have to exchange these crystals at the guild hall for money, so I'm gonna go there right now. So he would make his way towards the guild hall, and he would, like, he would arrive, and the lady at the front desk would say like, "Oh, you're back," and Belle has just like a sack of crystals, and she would say like, "Oh my, you got a lot of crystals there." And Belle would say, "Yeah, I was busy, but I would like to exchange these for money." And she would say like, "Okay, just go over there to the right side of the guild hall. You see her? She exchanged the gems for money." And he would say, "Oh, okay." So he would pick up his sack, and he would walk towards the lady that, and she would say like, "Oh, so it seems like you have a lot." And Belle would say, "Yeah, I would like to exchange it, please." She would say, "No problem, just give it to me." It would actually kind of take a while. No, it wouldn't. So she would like come. She would walk over. Bleh, I can't talk right now. Well, basically, Belle would give her the gems or crystals, and since he got like a lot, he would get a lot of money. I don't know what the money is called. I think it just be. I don't think it's yen. No, it's not yen. I might have to look it up. I'm sorry. It's like I rewatched the first episode of Danmachi, and I wasn't really paying attention of what the money is called, so I'm sorry. But he would get a lot of money. And you'd say like, "Whoa, I never knew that much would equal this amount of money." Shoot, and the lady would say, "Yeah, since you got, since you got like a dropped items, um, it gave you an extra boost in money." And he would say, "Yeah, those items are pretty cool." And he would thank her, and he would make his way back towards the forest. So I'm gonna end it off here. I hope you guys like this part. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
I want that body, baby, show me.